Today, I'm joined by the second overall pick from the 2019 WHL draft. He is a Manitoba native. He's going to be playing for a Manitoba-based WHL team, one of the newest in the Western Hockey League, the Winnipeg ICE. That is, of course, Conor Geekie. Conor, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
You know what? I can't complain so far. The weather in Calgary has been much better than the previous years I've been here. But let's talk about yourself. You've started this year in a obviously very unique time, but you started with the Verdun Capitals in the MJHL. You've had a strong start to your season. What has your first taste of being a full-time junior hockey player been like?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Obviously, getting to start in the MJ has been a different experience for me altogether. It's pretty easy to go from the MJ to the WHL. Just having that little extra jump and a little more experience. And Verdun's a great place to play, so I wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, talking about playing in the Western Hockey League, you got your first experience to go to a Western Hockey League training camp last season with the Winnipeg ICE. What was that experience like for you, and what were your takeaways when you left the camp?
Yeah, it was a really good time for me. Obviously, being only 15, getting into the junior hockey life, I guess you could say. So, obviously, Winnipeg's a great organization, and I fit in pretty well, I thought, and they took me in as one of their own, which was always easy.
Yeah, you got some great leadership on that team with Peyton Krebs as the captain there, currently at the World Junior Camp. But you also got to play in 7 Western Hockey League regular season games. I've talked to a few players before, the younger guys like yourself who got in their first action last year. There's a big difference between an exhibition game and a regular season game. What was that first regular season game for yourself, and kind of what was going through your mind before puck drop?
Yeah, obviously it was the home opener, so it's pretty special. U of M got pretty packed, so I kind of tried to get the mindset where I could just go in nice and easy, but obviously it's not like that. You get pretty nervous and everything's kind of happening so fast. But other than that, it was a great time. I would like it to happen again, obviously this year, but with COVID, you can't really do much about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're unique in the fact that your brother Morgan has gone through the Western Hockey League as well. He's obviously played in the NHL now. What's it been like to have him as a resource to lean on, especially as you get ready to enter the WHL as a full-time player?
Yeah, obviously, he's pretty special. My whole family, they all kind of know the ropes a bit since Morgan kind of paved a path for me there. But yeah, he's an excellent resource. Him and my dad and Noah, they all know what to say in times like this and what I need to work on. And obviously, they get a little hard on me sometimes, but you kind of need that, right? So obviously, yeah, just he's a huge factor for me.
Well, you know, you're a leader in your own right. I mean, we look back on the WHL Cup last season, you got better every single game. And by the end of the tournament, you were far and away the best player, the most dominating player that were there. You guys didn't win the gold. You ended up with the silver. But what was that experience like for yourself?
Yeah, obviously, wearing the captain, I got pretty lucky there. We had a bunch of great leaders on our team, but we had such a tight-knit team that, anything, I don't think much could stand in our way. Obviously, Saskatchewan had a good team there too, and it was kind of the battle of the two teams that weren't really predicted to be there. So obviously, it was a great time. It was a well-fought game and just kind of came down to a battle of inches.
Well, this question in a couple of years, we won't have to ask. But for right now, for the people that haven't seen you play or don't know who you are, can you describe the type of player that you are?
I'd say I'm kind of like I don't know how to describe it really. Kind of like a skill guy a little bit. I like to shoot the puck. I got decent hands, I guess. Not the greatest skater in the world, but kind of let my hockey IQ take over that part of the game and like to see ice and got good vision and can pass through really, pretty much anything.
Well, a guy I played with that they said wasn't a very good skater just won the MVP of the NHL. So your skating's pretty good in my opinion. But let's move away from the ice. Let's move to what you do off the ice. You know, there's more to life than hockey, and it's time to get to know Conor a little bit more. And my first question for you is, if you could go to the Olympics for a sport besides hockey, what sport would that be?
Oh, I'd have to say either skiing or it sounds bad, but figure skating I think would be pretty cool. You see how they have better edges than any hockey player I know or I've seen. So obviously, then they get up there too and they jump. It's pretty dangerous. And skiing is obviously pretty cool. Even just going downhill skiing, they got some pretty good agility and stuff like that. So for sure, those two.
When we're able to get back to live events, concerts, hockey, sports, who's a band or musician or artist that you want to go see live?
Oh, that's tough. Um, Probably Morgan Wallen. It's probably a classic, but he's pretty good. So he's got some good music, and everyone enjoys a good time when you're out with him. So yeah, that'd be the dream one.
Well, Christmas is right around the corner. I'm sure you've asked Santa for a couple presents. What's something that you've asked for this Christmas?
Golf clubs for sure. Yeah, mine are my grandpa's old ones, and I think I've kind of outgrown them now. So, and they're pretty whippy. So, I asked for some new ones, and hopefully, Santa can deliver.
Hopefully Santa does deliver. Well, Connor, it was a pleasure speaking to you. Good luck as you guys prepare for the start of the WHL season, but also as you go through the holidays. I hope that you stay safe and healthy.
Yeah, thanks, Zach.